up, you guys? Welcome to my very first YouTube video. My name is Lucy and I decided to come up with this colorful, vibrant neon eyeshadow look to tie in with my nails. Now before I get started, I would like to give a huge thank you to my friend Juan. He is the person who created the track in the intro, and I will leave his social media in the description box below so you guys can check him out. That is all I have to say for this intro. I don't want to make the intro long. If you would like to recreate this eyeshadow look, then keep on watching. I already did my eyebrows on camera. I am planning on making a separate video showing you how I get my eyebrows to look like this. So I'm going to start off by concealing my eyelids, and I'm going to be using the COVERGIRL Trueblend Undercover Concealer. So I'm just going to dot a little bit on my eyelid. I'm going to go ahead and blend out the concealer. And I'm going to be very careful around my eyebrow. And I'm also going to bring it out like this. Make sure I get up in here in the inner corner. So I'm going to add just a little bit more, just because I want to conceal really well. Okay, so I am going to hurry up and set that concealer, and I'm going to be using the RCMA No Color Powder. Just going to make sure I have no creases before I set it. I think I want to do an eye color that's going to be colorful and vibrant, thinking orange. And I'm going to be using the BH Cosmetics Take Me to Brazil palette. Okay, so first I'm going to go in with this shade right here, top off the excess. And I'm just going to pack first. We're going to slowly start building that up. I'm going to grab a clean, fluffy eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to start to slowly blend. I mainly wanted to focus it right here in the inner part of my eyelid. So now I'm going to go into the Morphe X Jeffree Star eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to be using the shade Wand Noise, and I'm going to pack that on the outer corner. Bringing it into about half the lid. And I'm going to go in with that blending brush again, and then just blend. I'm going to be using the first orange that I used and just pack it on the lid. And I'm going to be adding more of the Wand Noise orange shadow from the Jeffree Star palette. Just blend those two colors together. So I'm just going to do the same thing to the other eye. I'm just grabbing a makeup wipe and cleaning out all of the fallout. Alright, so now I'm going to get started with my base. For primer, I'm going to be going in with the Too Faced Hangover FX Replenishing Face Primer. I have dry skin, so this helps a lot with my dry skin. So to blur out my pores, I'm going to be using the Laura Mercier Pure Canvas Primer. I'm just going to be using that on my nose. And right here in the inner part of my cheeks, it's where I have the most pores. And I'm just pressing down. So for my foundation, I'm going to be going in with the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation. This is my favorite foundation, my go-to. I've been using it for years. I have used high-end NARS Radiant one. That one's really good, but it's expensive. But I can never find the perfect match. But this foundation has the perfect match for me and the perfect finish. So my camera stopped recording while I blended out my foundation, but I'm pretty sure you guys get the point. So now I'm going to go in with the same concealer that I used on my eyelid. And I'm going to put it right here in the inner corners. And then also out here. So I'm just grabbing the beauty blender and blending that out carefully. I'm not worried about going too high up on my concealer because I am going to be going in with the orange shadow and blending out anyways. I am going to go in with a little more concealer, just a little bit, to cover those dark circles. Now that the under eyes are blended out, I am going to add a little bit to my forehead, just to give my face a little more dimension. A little bit on my chin. So to set my concealer, I'm going to go with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Translucent Powder. I'm just going to make sure that everything is nice and creaseless before I go in. So I'm lightly applying powder to my under eyes. I don't like to bake because my eyes are already extremely dry. I'm going to use some on my forehead as well. So now I'm going to move on to my nose contour. So for my nose contour, I use the Fenty Beauty Cream Bronzer. And I use the shade 05 Teddy. What I love about this bronzer is that it's very creamy. It's very light, so it's buildable. So you can start off with a light hand and then start to build up. So now I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. And this is the shade 20 Light Medium. And I'm going to be using the Tati Beauty Blendiful. So what I do is I squeeze it like this. I grab a little bit of the powder. And then I just go in right here in the nose. And then I just press right here in my pores, and I'm just going to leave it on for just a little bit. So while I wait, I'm going to finish the under eyes. I'm going to be going with the same Morphe X Jeffree Star palette, and I'm going to be going into the shade called Self-Made. It's this pink one right here. I am winging this out sort of like a wing. Going to remove the powder, and while I remove the powder, I do swipe up just to blend and lighten that bronzer. So to contour the rest of my face, I'm going to be going in with the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. This thing is old, as you can tell. I'm hitting pan, so I'm just going to mix these two. So I like to focus more in this area here, and then slowly start bringing it out. Once I have less product on the brush, I like to smile and then just kind of curve where my cheek is. I'm gonna grab a bigger brush just to blend everything out, and I'm just blending upwards. Now I'm just gonna go on the forehead, right here in the temples, bring it up, and then same thing, I'm gonna grab the big brush and blend everything out. I'm going to continue using the big brush and go under my chin. I like to go right up in this area and make a V like this, just to make my jawline pop. Making sure I blend that down. You can tell the difference. Slim, thick. So I'm gonna grab the Blendiful again with the Fit Me powder and just slightly carve out the cheeks. I'm trying to keep it curved. And I'm just blending my nose just because I am seeing it's a little harsh. So now I'm going to go in with highlighter. I use the J.CAT Beauty You Glow Girl Baked Highlighter in Twilight. This is my favorite highlighter. I've used many expensive highlighters and this one is the bomb. It's almost hitting pan. I don't like to go in with a lot of highlighter. It's gonna go a little bit on my forehead and a little bit on my chin. So for my nose, I use the Essence Pure Nude highlighter. Looks like this. And I start with the tip of my nose. And then I like to go up on the bridge. And then bring it down a little bit. And just use my finger just to soften that up. So now I'm just going to blend out the powder that's on my cheeks. Making sure that everything is blended. So for blush, I'm going to be going in with this E.L.F. blush. I don't know the name of it. It doesn't have the name on the packaging, but I will have it listed down below. So instead of swiping and blending like this, I like to dab. Just because I don't want to move the highlighter around. So I smile and I just start dabbing. Just kidding. I start pouncing the blush on my cheeks. And I like to put a little bit on my nose and on my chin. So I'm going to put my eyelashes on off camera, but I am going to be using these Dollar Tree eyelashes. They look like this. I will be right back. Okay, but why are these eyelashes so cute? I'm going to finish off with the lips. I'm going to go in with the same blush that I used. I'm going to grab my finger and then go over my cupid's bow. I'm gonna go in with the Lime Crime Velvetines lip liner in the color Platform. And then I'm gonna go in with the Lime Crime liquid lipstick in the color Elle. Lip gloss, the Artist Couture Uncensored. I'm going to set everything in with the Morphe Continuous Mist. So now that my makeup is done, my hair is looking a little flat. So I'm going to go in with the Got To Be Beach Trippin' Texturizing Finishing Spray. That's a long word, but it looks like this. It gives me volume. Volume I don't have because my hair is so flat. Alright, so that is it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed my very first YouTube video. I'm sorry if the camera was a little off, if I was out of focus, or I was not in the frame. I apologize, you know, I am still very new to this. Make sure you show some love by giving this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you on the next video. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe to my video. Girl, is it recording, baby? Oh. Uniform. That's not the word I'm looking for. I can't speak.